Hi guys, thanks for joining us at rangetech. I'm going to do kind of an impromptu quick review on the new Condor Solveig Backpack. Solveig actually means daughter of the sun, and or sun's path. As you can see, this backpack has a nice rear panel that's removable. Works really well for carrying a rifle. I've added another strap for when I'm carrying my non-folding bolt gun. I'm just going to take this off and set this aside. This is a Ruger RPR that you might be familiar with from our other review. So this pack comes in 500 denier fabric, and like I said, we've got this back panel, which is actually removable by undoing these straps on the bottom. So anyway, starting from there, we have a drain hole on the bottom here, so that if the pack does happen to get some water in it, it's all set. Bit of paracord if you're making up a blind or whatever for hunting. Good thing to have when you're in the mountains. Yep, moving forward, we've got our MOLLE webbing straps on the side, on the back. This pack is actually really streamlined though, and that's why I picked it. A lot of packs you see, they have pockets are sticking out off the side, or you've got like a really narrow square design and they've got pockets sticking off the back. I don't know if you've ever tried running with a backpack, but if you ever try running with one of those, you'll understand what the term wag the dog means. It's like your tail's wagging you, because the pack's shuffling back and forth on your back. Makes you really unstable. Makes it pretty useless if it's a tactical situation, and it can, maybe throw you off balance if you're hunting or something like that. Let's go to the front of the pack and talk about the back straps and the padding. This is all mesh venting, and inside this is channeled foam, and I know you can't see that, but it's actually really breathable. And you've got air vents through here because this is raised. This makes this pack a lot more pleasant to wear, especially if it's hot out. In the winter, it's probably going to keep you from sweating as bad on your back, which keeps you safer. The shoulder straps, again, really ergodynamic, and they have a mesh breathable fabric on the back and breathable material under that. They're really comfortable. You can see that I've put a bladder inside this thing. It's set up that it's got a hole for that, and you've got these keepers right here. Actually, this should be on the other shoulder because I'm right-handed. If you're a southpaw, your strap's going to go on this side, but for me, that was just a oversight. I would prefer it to be on this side so that it's not interfering with the buttstock of my rifle if I happen to be shooting with it. You've got a couple of organizer pockets on the inside side. You've got a keyring keeper. I've got a multi-tool bore snakes for shotgun and rifles. This side I've got pens, notepad, some emergency stuff. It's fairly flat in design. Again, that makes it really stable. You sacrifice maybe a bit of carrying stuff, but most people carry way too much gear on them anyway, and if you're smart, you could even get away with this pack for a couple of days. You're probably going to have to spend a bit of money on getting some really, really super light thermarest and backpack and camping gear, but well worth it. You don't need all those bells and whistles and stuff. Your knowledge really is the best thing that's going to keep you alive in the bush, and it's the thing that's going to keep you safe. Depending on trinkets and stuff like that is actually really kind of a handicap, and we'll go into that more when we get into our survival type videos and talking about preppers and whatnot. Again, it's really comfortable. The stitching's really heavy duty. It's a nice thick mil-spec type stitching. That's something you don't see on some of the cheaper packs nowadays. There's a lot of guys that make pretty packs that that are pretty crummy when you look inside. You can see I've pretty much got this thing just full of my long-range shooting gear for the RPR right now. Now, they've done a binding tape over the main seams all the way through. There's bar tacking to reinforce any loop attachments. Inside, you've got a divider if you want to carry a laptop in here instead of your bladder and use this thing for school or whatever. You know, a great pack for that. You've got a nice little sunglasses pocket, but I keep round, ammo and whatnot in it right now. Computer and stuff that I don't want scratched. But it's actually a nice fleece lining inside, and you know, if you've cut Oakleys or something like that, the last thing you want to be doing is throwing them into some kind of scratchy pack cloth, because you'll have no lenses in no time, especially when it's jostling around in your backpack. There's a really generous pocket underneath that. You can carry, you know, gloves, lights, food, bars, that kind of stuff. Anything you decide you're going to carry for your outing, whatever it is. The shoulder straps are quick to detach, so if you did happen to fall in a river or something, or you had to ditch the pack real quickly, that's a piece of cake to do. You've got an adjustable sternum strap, moves vertically, and you can cinch it down. They've even gone through the trouble of adding a elastic to the back of it, so that when you're wearing it, you have a little bit more mobility. You can breathe a bit easier. This is something that's typically done on, you know, hiking and mountaineering packs, the higher end stuff. So what I noticed from the outdoors industry over the last 25 or so years is that the best packs that people make are the ones that are the most streamlined. They carry the least amount of pockets and stuff on the outside. They carry close to the body. They're stable. There's less stuff to get hung up on trees or, you know, whatever kind of environment you're in, whether it's tactical. I mean, the last thing you want if it's tactical is to be hooked up on something on a wall, you know, for instance. So I did a lot of searching, you know, before I settled on this pack, and I'm really happy with it. You can see it's really useful, carries a surprising amount of stuff. And if you're wise about what you carry in this pack, you know, you can get away with it for a couple of days. Anyway, thanks for joining us for this quick review. Hope you enjoyed it, and check us out again, rangetech.ca. Thank you.